What most people don't know is that it is very possible to become financially independent, no matter your background. But it requires some good planning, discipline, and hard work. People often walk through life asking one major question: what did the other people do to become financially independent? And for others, money seems to be a mystery. But too often they don't find answers to these questions. It is us humans who often complicate the fundamentals of building wealth, which is a direct result of our mental baggage that bogs us down. This usually includes emotions, psychology, and peer pressure. So if at this very moment you are in student debt, credit card debt, living from paycheck to paycheck, or even struggling to pay off your mortgage, then this video is for you. In this video, I will teach you step by step how you can achieve financial freedom. As most may know, in the US alone, there is more than $1.6 trillion in student loans. It is a burden most Americans are carrying.
Millions of Americans have one thing in common: a crippling amount of student debt. As of 2012, Americans owed over $1 trillion in student debt. And as of June 2020, that total surpassed $1.6 trillion.
To come out of this rabbit hole, you need to create a solid foundation to pursue your long-term vision, whatever it may be, like getting out of debt and becoming financially independent. You may ask yourself, what does it mean by becoming financially independent? Being financially independent means that you have enough money saved and invested to fund your lifestyle indefinitely. The whole process of becoming financially independent is like climbing stairs. Each stair you climb helps you get closer to becoming financially independent and ultimately gives you freedom. This staircase progression is exactly how many people have achieved financial freedom, from $0 to becoming billionaires like Mark Cuban. He didn't have enough money to buy a pair of shoes, but took one step at a time, selling garbage bags door to door to get extra money to buy a pair of shoes.
I remember one day my dad was playing poker. I was like, Dad, I need a new pair of Converse, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, I see those, those shoes on your feet. They still work, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, when you have a job, you can buy whatever you want. But until then, those shoes still work. And I'm like, Dad, I can't get a job. I'm 12 years old. And one of his poker buddies speaks up and goes, yeah, I got a job for you. I'm like, what? He goes, I've got these boxes of garbage bags, and you can go sell them around the neighborhood. And I'm like, cool.
Like boxes of
garbage bags, right?
Right?
So literally, I would go to our neighbors, and I go, hi, I'm your neighbor, Mark. Do you use garbage bags?
You sound like a Shark Tank.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. And of course, everybody uses garbage bags. So I'll never forget, they cost me $3 for a box of 100. I would sell them for $6, and I would just take them to them every couple of weeks, right? Whenever they needed more garbage bags. And I'm making $20 a week, which was like big time. Right. And I got my shoes and,
So this staircase progression will help anyone achieve financial freedom, no matter their background, including you who is watching this video. So before we jump into the different steps to financial freedom, please smash the like button. This will help a lot, more than you can imagine. So with that out of the way, here are 4 steps on the staircase to help you achieve financial freedom. Step 1, start at the foundation. Before becoming financially independent, you need to first start from the bottom. This is by taking care of your basic daily needs. These needs include food, shelter, and your health. As the saying goes, health is wealth. Without health, you can't do much to reach your bigger goals. To meet these basic needs often requires you to get a job. This may mean any job from being a janitor to a sales representative or even waiting on tables. Whatever it is laying a foundation to take care of your basic needs. After taking care of your basic needs, then you can move on to the next step on the stairs. Step 2, earn from specialized labor. After becoming an employee, you can now move on to offering specialized labor. This can include, but not limited to, mowing, detailing a car, and painting, to mention but a few. This most often requires you to have certain tools to carry out that task. Like to mow, you need a mowing machine. For cutting trees, you need a chainsaw. Specialized labor doesn't make you rich, but helps you to meet the basic needs of life, although in specialized labor, you earn more than in your foundation job. This now brings us to the next step. Step 3. Specialized skill. This may sound a little confusing from the previous step, but specialized skill necessitates for you to gain a specialized skill. This often requires you to invest in yourself by getting a skill that can help you earn more. There is a saying that goes, formal education will earn you a living, but self-taught education will earn you a fortune. Examples of such skills include, but not limited to, website designing and app development, to mention but a few. So instead of you selling your time in exchange for money, like in the previous 2 steps, with a specialized skill, you demand a higher price. For example, if you charge $3,000 to produce a website and it took you approximately 10 hours to create one, you'll be earning $300 per hour, which is way different from the previous steps. At most, where you would earn $50 per hour. And there are many specialized skills that are in demand right now: coding, graphic designing, and video editing, to mention but a few. The only difference, as mentioned earlier, between you and the specialized labor is that you have to learn the skill. So acquiring such skills gets you closer to becoming financially independent. Step 4. Turn your skill into business. This step is where you transform your specialized skill into a real business. This often requires you to employ people to help you with the daily activities of that business. So you are practically extending yourself through other people. There is also one major component to this step. You can create products and services where time is practically removed. For example, if you create a phone application, that application will be downloaded and utilized by many people without you having to be present. Applications like Instagram or Facebook, to mention but a few. Many people may think that you are out of your mind choosing to go into business, but it is usually people who decide to move to step 4 that usually change the world, like Steve Jobs.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
If you liked this video, please click the like button, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. This will mean a lot to us. Until next time, peace. Also consider watching our other videos on my left.